Hello and welcome to the fourth film in our single skin facade series, in which we consider the various parts of the building shell and how they are built. The shell of a building forms the boundary between its interior and the outside. Just as the environment outside of the building consists of different areas, the corresponding parts of the building shell are subject to different loads and stresses. In broad terms, these areas are the base of the building, comprising the foundations and floor slab, the underground exterior walls, the overground exterior walls, and the roof. In buildings of more complex geometrical design, overground floors, such as those over archways, for example, constitute another category. We have already explained the makeup of the base of a simple building in the films in our Foundations series. In the absence of vadose or groundwater, and where the soil on which the building is erected has a reasonable load-bearing capacity, the sequence of layers from the bottom up is generally as follows: blinding layer, reinforced concrete slab, damp-proof membrane, insulation, screed, and floor covering. The standard makeup of an underground exterior wall, subject to only minor loads and stresses, comprises the following: the wall itself, damp-proofing, perimeter insulation, and backfill. This would be the typical makeup of an underground concrete wall of a structure built into a slope. The remaining overground walls would be built using vertically perforated blocks. The perimeter insulation would be redundant and replaced by a protective layer. Imagine a 49 cm thick, monolithic overground exterior wall made up of vertically perforated blocks. The heat transmittance coefficient, or U value, of the blocks is so good that no further layers, such as insulation, are required. This type of structure is known as a single skin wall or facade. For functional and aesthetic reasons, the masonry wall is finished with a strong uniform layer of mortar 1 to 2 cm thick, referred to as plaster on the inside and render on the outside of the building. We have already looked at the differences in the sequence of layers in a typical pitched roof in the relevant series of films. Our building has a tiled timber rafter roof and what is referred to as over-rafter insulation. It's very important to lay the vapor barrier and the sarking in the right order to prevent water ingress into the building. Summary: the shell of a building is made up of different elements that are subject to different loads and stresses. They are the base of the building, comprising the foundations and floor slab, the underground exterior walls, the overground exterior walls, and the roof. A single skin exterior wall comprises a single layer or skin, generally of masonry, with good thermal insulating properties. Please take a look at the fifth film in our Single Skin Facades series. In it, we discuss how the transitions between different parts of a building shell are constructed.